I grew up in Bogota, Colombia. That is this beautiful city. That is the capital of Colombia. I just recently moved back in December after 12 years serving overseas in Cusco, Peru. But my whole childhood and part of my youth age was living here. We were very engaged with the Catholic Church. I remember as a teenager attending the services, and the idea of God was so real for us. Probably around 14, 15, I started thinking like the church is not answering back my needs. So I just decided to stop attending the Catholic Church. But my mom, someone just preached the gospel with her and invited her to a church. And I was just finishing my high school, and was a period of a lot of struggles, trying to find who I was. 2 teenagers at home, so poor mom. She has a lot of stress for us. But she found the answer in Jesus for many years, and she prayed for us, like, Lord, bring my kids to you, let them know you. She shared the gospel many times with us, but we were thinking like, nah. In 1997, I started attending the National University, and I remember I have this class, we call it Brain and Behavior. My teacher was explaining about fear and nightmares, how the brain processes all of that, and how all of this has a biological explanation. And I remember that night, I have a taste of what it means to live and die without Jesus. I remember that fear just covered my soul so deep, and I started literally claiming, if you are real, I don't want to experience this anymore. I cannot even think to live this life and face that for eternity. In all of these things that my mom shared with me, I remember that she had a Bible, and I just grabbed the Bible and I started reading desperately. And I found this Psalm 91. That night I understood that if I don't want to live with that fear, I need to dwell under the cover of Jesus and the Almighty God. But I remember that I came back to the university, and my teacher starts explaining all of what I feel that night in very scientific rules and ideas, but something has been changed that night in my heart. So I could say like, yeah, maybe science has an explanation, but this is beyond the science comprehension. This is definitely supernatural. So I started attending the church, and at that time, Christianism was so different than now. And especially in the university, we have this statement, like everybody was atheist, agnostic, God was just a myth. So have the bravery of saying that you are Christian at that time was really, really hard. Because many people reject me for that too. Even my own boyfriend at that time. He basically told me, my problem is not with you, it's with your God. So you need to choose. And I say, okay, I choose. Ciao. And I choose Jesus. We have a small group, a couple of students from arts and 2 from engineering, different churches. The only thing that we have in common was we were Christians. But one thing that we knew was we want to see the name of the Lord preached in the campus. And that was our primary prayer, Lord, one day this university will be for you. Since the day that the Lord found me, and I recognized that He was my Lord, my whole life definitely has been changing. My purpose, my cosmovision about who I am and what is the purpose for being here. So even my career just gained this new purpose and this idea of I want to serve the Lord, whatever that means. And this idea also has been changing with the years, and understanding more that it's not about what I can do, it's more about how I can be in His hands for His glory and as a barrier of the image of God for others. So when the RUF ministry started, that was like a glimpse of glory to see that start answering that prayer. But after 6 years of ministry and seeing all the people who has been reached and discipled for the ministry, it's like, yes, Lord, you're working. For His mercy, I am here back 25 years later and see that was worthy. All those prayers just literally were heard. In my perspective, as the kingdom of glory is just an agricultural process. It takes a lot of time for making roots. You cannot see growing fast, but when it grows, it's forever. So this is something that I tell the students all the time when they say, like, it's so hard, that person don't change, this is not working, or sometimes they feel like tired because they cannot see quick responses. I said, like, well, I have been waiting 25 years and it's worthy.